Guys, we have got to talk about Jeffree Star because he was going off on live the other night. He was talking about James Charles, NikkieTutorials. It all surrounds his review of Louis Vuitton's new makeup, and it turned into this whole big drama, and we're gonna get into everything that he had to say. Louis Vuitton has officially entered the beauty world with the launch of their first full makeup collection released globally last month, created in collaboration with makeup artist Pat McGrath. The line includes 55 refillable lipsticks in satin and matte finishes, 10 tinted lip balms, and 8 eyeshadow quads. Prices start at around $160 for lipsticks and $250 for eyeshadow palettes, which has made it extremely controversial. Tons of beauty gurus were taking to social media to review the new brand. Some received it in PR, and some said that they bought the products themselves to review. And that's exactly where the drama really stems from, of people thinking that the people that bought these products and reviewed them were more authentic in their reviews than those that were given the PR for free. James Charles was one of the ones that purchased the products, noting that he didn't receive the PR package, and so he didn't hold back at his review. First, coming for the pricing.
Said about this brand as of yet because every influencer got it in PR. Well, I didn't. I went to the Louis Vuitton store in New York City when I was there a couple of days ago and spent $800 on this 4-color eyeshadow palette, 2 lipsticks, and 1 lip balm. $800 on 4 beauty products, but I'm gonna give you guys the real tea. Now, with this whole launch, obviously there are quite a lot of differing opinions. The price is obviously the biggest discussion. Now, before I say anything at all, okay, $250 there is no eyeshadow palette, no packaging, no formula on planet Earth, unless it literally had like crushed diamonds in a glitter formula, that is actually worth $250. It is 100% a scam. However, if you really think about it, all luxury shopping is a scam.
He did say that the packaging was unreal and that they did seem to pay attention to the detail there, but overall, it just wasn't worth the money in his eyes.
This is crazy, 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 crazy. Final thoughts on Louis Vuitton makeup, because I don't want to talk about this anymore. I know that most people cannot afford to shop this brand, so don't worry. If you can't, you're not missing out on literally anything. If you can afford to shop this brand and you're interested, first of all, good for you. Please hit me up or slide into my DMs. Okay, I'm totally open to a sugar mommy or daddy. Eyeshadow palette, absolutely not. The formula is very, very basic and bland. You can do much, much, much better for a cheaper price. Lipsticks, on the other hand, I can get behind. I don't think they're worth $160, but people are going to pay for them regardless of my opinion. So if you're going to pick up anything from the brand, I would at least allow it to be these. The packaging is very nice. Both matte and satin formulas apply nicely. They feel comfortable on the lips. There was a good shade selection. You know, we all work hard for our money, and if you want to spend it on that, be my guest. I wouldn't, but if you do, I don't think you'll be disappointed.
NikkieTutorials also purchased the products, as she seemed to think that her having beef with Pat McGrath was the reason she wasn't sent a PR package.
Louis Vuitton just launched $250 eyeshadow palettes, and if that wasn't enough, $160 lipsticks. And if you're like, girl, yeah, we saw the PR packages, where's yours? Well, when I saw that Pat McGrath is the creative director, I now solely understand why my PR package was imaginary.
But she didn't love the products either. Just like James, after testing it out, she just didn't think it was worth the money.
This has got to be the most boring lackluster eye I've done in months. $250 for this? For this? You know what? I'm skipping lipstick. I'm saving that for another time. I can't do this anymore. Ugh.
Now, people were taking their reviews as honest because they bought it with their own money and could visually see as they were testing it that some of the eyeshadows, the pigment just wasn't there and the lipstick did transfer. And so when Jeffree Star sat down to do a review and said that he got the PR package and seemed to love the products, everyone was calling him out for being fake.
I'm sure you've seen the Louis Vuitton makeup line. It's been revealed. There's reviews everywhere. I think we saved the best review for last. This truly feels like Christmas. I've been waiting for Louis Vuitton to make makeup for so long. Probably the heaviest PR box I've ever felt in my life. Here she is in all her glory. Oh my God. Application super easy. It went on like a dream. Now, oh, it's giving this aura of luxury and raspberry and a little hint of mint. A little bit came off, but it looks flawless. I lined my lips with the Jeffree Star Red Rum Velour Lip Liner. Now let's go in with the matte formula in shade Rouge Louis. Very comfortable. Didn't get on my teeth, and it's so beautiful. Payoff immediately, a lot. I'm gonna go in with this beautiful bronze tone right here and pop it right there. The shadow is more of a bronzy satin metallic, and it is really pretty. Blending into the other color, effortlessly. Burgundy. Now we're just gonna buff it lightly right under the waterline and go into the darker color. It was the most highly anticipated review of the summer, and Louis Vuitton did not disappoint. Huge congratulations to Pat McGrath for slaying the beauty line for Louis. This is such a beautiful experience. I know the price point may not be for everybody, and that's okay, but if you can, snap up a piece of luxury. This is more than makeup. This is an experience, and the House of Louis really came correct.
Now, Jeffree has been known for truthful reviews, as he has said before that he has so much money, he didn't need to make deals with these brands to keep his wealth, to review stuff. Even though I will say sometimes Jeffree does go with public opinion, like the time where he claimed he was going to review Hailey Bieber's Road and he purchased it and just threw it away in the trash can and didn't even test out the products before saying that the brand was horrible. And this was at the time where Selena Gomez was very much favored in the public eye. So him saying that the product was trash and he didn't even use the products, he just actually threw it in the trash, had some people like, okay, like he's not always like the most honest. It wasn't like he reviewed it and was like, I don't like Hailey Bieber or anything like that. He didn't try it at all. But a lot of people have trusted Jeffree in the past because he just hasn't been one that has received free products and gassed up a company because they were being nice to him or he was doing a brand deal with them. He certainly always seemed like he was never afraid of saying that something was not worth the money. But with this, some people were kind of skeptical because they were like, Jeffree, this is not worth the money and you are lying to our faces. But on the other hand, people also noted that Jeffree is a huge fan of Louis Vuitton, from tracksuits to luggage and trunks. He's not been one to shy away from sharing his love for the brand, so some weren't too surprised that his review was so loving. But he claimed that he was being truthful in his review and even doubled down by buying more products from the line with his own money for another TikTok.
Do you think that the makeup I bought myself from Louis Vuitton will be just as good as the free stuff? Even though I was on the PR list and reviewed it, oh baby, I'm a fan of this brand. There was makeup brushes, there was other stuff that was not available. Yes, I bought it with my own money. Let's unbox it now! For some reason, a lot of people were upset that I was so excited about Louis Vuitton's launch. Baby, remember when I told you I was a super fan? Hi, I am. I wasn't disappointed, the shit was bomb, but there was a whole collection and I only got a couple things in the PR. So yes, I bought this all with my own money. Duh. Can't breathe, you guys. Yes, Louis Vuitton has a whole line.
Now, as the reviews all started to pick up and go viral, Jeffree got a wave of backlash saying that he just wasn't being real about the quality of these products. And so he had some things to say, stitching NikkieTutorials TikTok and standing his ground on his review of the eyeshadow palette, specifically compared to James and Nikkie.
For $250,
Oh.
not even pigment was included. I tried another palette from the launch for my tube channel, and that, although boring, at least had—
Oh, hello. Okay, so I filmed part 1 actually days ago, never predicting all of this drama. Now it's Monday morning. I woke up all peaceful, had a really great sleep. My skin is looking so clear, but I guess there was a full moon last night. It must be Mercury retrograde, or it really must be the full moon, because I woke up today to thousands and thousands of random hate comments, all about Miss Louis Vuitton. Okay, so the topic of discussion is, of course, the $250 eyeshadow palette. Now, I guess NikkieTutorials and James Charles reviewed the makeup. They bought it themselves. They were not on the PR list. So is it giving Bitter Betty, or why am I involved? I actually respect NikkieTutorials, but if you hear her in the intro, she said that she reviewed a different Louis palette for her YouTube channel, and that one was totally fine with pigment, even though it was boring according to her, it had pigment. So she chose to use the lightest color story for TikTok, and now everyone's coming at me like I'm a liar. I'm seeing a lot of things that, oh, Jeffree, you just wanted to be on the PR list for Louis, so you lied for them. I'm the dumbass that bought a $150,000 pool table from Louis Vuitton. You think I care about a free lipstick?
He then goes off on James, calling him out, saying that he texted minors. Like, it really went from makeup to serious real quick. Like, Jeffree was not standing for the fact that people were coming at him and his review.
I'm also live streaming right now. Let's try the palette again. And I have one more thing to say. I woke up to all these comments. Well, Nikkie and James used it and it didn't, and they didn't have the same experience as you. We're still listening to what James Charles has to say. Someone that admitted to texting minors and then deleted the apology video. You guys are believing someone that likes children. I think we have a bigger issue at hand. I think I'm thoroughly offended that anyone would think I would lie about something to get a free lipstick. No offense, but huh? Would you look at that? The Louis Vuitton lipstick that I bought with my own money. Look. Ah, look at that.
He also wanted to defend the eyeshadow since people said that it didn't have pigment, and he said that he didn't preload his brush when he made his video and stood by it being pigmented.
Here's the brush I used in the review. Let's put her down. Here is a clean, brand new one. This is the Jeffree Star S4 brush launching in November. Now let's go right here and let's not cut the video. Oh no, oh my God, it has pigment. I'm also live streaming this right now and I can't stop laughing. Okay, let me take my brush and let me bring it right to the eye with no cuts. Does it have any pigment? Oh my God, I don't see it. Oh no, nothing's there. I mean, that looks like a lot of pigment to me. What? Like any eye look, you're gonna dunk in there again and you're gonna go right in. We're gonna take the JS5 and we're gonna go right in here. Oh no, oh no. Immediately go right up here and soften that edge. Deep blue shade, and let's see if it has any sort of payoff. Oh, would you look at that? I'm gonna stamp it in just like the last one. Well, would you look at her? I'm live streaming this right now and my chat is laughing hysterically at the word preloaded. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over it. Okay, now we're gonna go in with this brush. There is nothing on the brush, of course. And we're gonna go into this beautiful bright metallic. Ooh, look at the sparkle. And we're just gonna put that right there. Oh my God. These honestly look really beautiful and they have a lot of pigment. So who's really at fault here? What is the moral of the story? Us as influencers all have different opinions. I will never be paid to say anything is great and I would never lie to my audience. Just the thought of being accused of that makes me sick.
On his live though, he was going in defending himself even more and going off on James and Nikki.
You hear the deafening silence? So y'all can put your little laughing emojis in the chat all you want. I don't care. But what I'm not gonna do is wake up this morning and hear, oh my God, with James Charles and NikkieTutorials, they bought the Louis makeup. But every other thing they've reviewed this year has been for free. And none of y'all think for a second, maybe they didn't get paid to say something was great this year? Are y'all delusional? When I was friends with NikkieTutorials, she was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, if not a week, with sponsored posts. But Jeffree lied because he wants to stay on the Louis PR list. I've spent millions of dollars at Louis. They've never given me a damn thing in my life. You think I'm gonna stay on the PR list for a fucking free lipstick? Who do these people think I am? You think I wanna stay on a PR list to get a free lipstick? You think I'm that stupid and desperate?
He continued talking about NikkieTutorials, making it seem like she didn't like the products because of her beef with Pat McGrath.
So if you're gonna come at me because James and Nikki didn't like it and I did, who are you? Are you okay? Aw, because I'm on the PR list and they weren't? Sounds like they're bitter and jealous. NikkieTutorials literally says, Pat McGrath doesn't like me. Oh, okay, well, what'd you do to her? Maybe she just doesn't like your content. Who cares? Sorry that your idol doesn't like you, but that has nothing to do with me. And then all of a sudden, the makeup gets a bad review. Right, Fleety, right. It's giving tomfoolery.
People asked him why he was even pressed about this whole thing, and he said that he usually ignores backlash, but he woke up to thousands of people commenting and he really wanted to just shut this all down.
That's the only reason why I made today's videos. Normally I ignore everybody, don't care, don't concern me. I woke up to thousands of comments. I mean, if you go check my Louis video, they're all there. I don't delete comments, I don't care. Okay, but I'm very, very proud of my integrity, my truth, my page, my reviews, okay? All right, we have 2 brand new videos uploaded. You know, some people are calling it drama, I'm calling it my integrity. Hello? If you want to preload my makeup brushes, they launch in November. November 7th to be exact. Ah! Okay. It really is, y'all. The harassment to harass me for no reason, I thought was just so weird.
So that's what went down this week in the beauty world since Louis Vuitton released their new line. It's certainly caused quite a stir in the beauty community, but let me know what you guys think about this and all the reviews and what Jeffree had to say in response to the backlash. I love you guys so much and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.